Hello and welcome. You're watching Times Now, and we get you some breaking news that's coming in with regards to the showdown over the CAG reports in the Delhi Assembly. Times Now has accessed details of the CAG report on the liquor policy that has been tabled. The Chief Minister has tabled the CAG report on the liquor policy, and this is the audit report on the liquor policy, and there are some damning details because even the Speaker has pulled up the Aam Aadmi Party for the delay. The Delhi Speaker a short while back went ahead and said that the CAG reports have been pending since 2017-2018 and misleading claims were made by the Aam Aadmi Party that the report was in fact sent to the Speaker. There also came in a scathing indictment by the Delhi Speaker where he said that the Aam Aadmi Party suppressed these CAG reports, and suppressing CAG reports for more than 200 days, for more than 400 days is akin to a crime. And we have details accessed of this report. Let's go across and first listen into what the Chief Minister said and what happened in the Assembly when the report was being tabled.
मैं आपकी अनुमति से राष्ट्रीय राजधानी क्षेत्र दिल्ली सरकार से संबंधित भारत के नियंत्रक एवं महालेखा परीक्षक का दिल्ली में शराब के विनियम और आपूर्ति पर निष्पादन लेखा परीक्षा प्रतिवेदन वर्ष 2024 का प्रतिवेदन संख्या नंबर 1 की प्रतियां सदन पटल पर प्रस्तुत करती हूं।
Times Now has accessed details of the CAG report that has been tabled. This is the CAG report on the liquor policy, and as per this report puts a number on the kind of losses that was incurred in Delhi due to the excise policy. The number being mentioned in the CAG report goes up to more than 2,000 crore rupees. That's the latest information that's now coming in. This is a damning report on the liquor policy. AAP era liquor policy is now under the scanner. This has been tabled, and as per the report goes on to say, and I'm just going to read from parts of the report. The report in black and white says that the implementation issues of the new policy led to a loss of revenue of approximately 2,002 crore rupees. The excise policy aimed to eradicate sale of spurious liquor and check bootlegging. However, important measures which were planned in the policy, like setting up of liquor testing laboratories, batch testing for rigorous quality assurances, and monitoring and regulation through creation of a dedicated post, were not ensured. Then this report also goes on to say, I'm reading another excerpt, that audit observed several discrepancies in the way the excise department monitored and regulated the supply of liquor in the national capital of Delhi. The working of the excise department raises several questions about the way the department is fulfilling its responsibility. Total financial implication of the audit findings is approximately 2,026.91 crores. So this is the latest that's coming in. Tetri is joining us. Tetri, you have accessed the details of the CAG report that has been tabled in the Assembly. A huge showdown was in fact witnessed in the House today, with AAP MLAs being suspended, with the kind of pandemonium that unfolded when the LG began speaking. But take us through the specific details of the CAG report on the liquor policy.
Well, absolutely, there was massive showdown in the Parliament, in fact, the Delhi Assembly, as far as all these reports are concerned. And today only one report was tabled, that was regarding the liquor policy. And in fact, we will show you the exclusive details of the liquor, that particular CAG report that created uproar and in fact protest in the Delhi Assembly. And I would one by one read out so as to what are the highlights of these reports. Number one, it says decision taken without the approval of competent authority. And in fact, not just once but several times these kind of points have been highlighted, that the authority that took decisions while formulation of liquor policy, the authorities were not kept in the loop. Not just the authorities, but in fact also we came to know that the Lieutenant Governor at that particular point of time also was not kept in the loop so as to what a kind of policy is being formed. Let us read so as to what's being written over here. It's written that relaxation regarding coercive action against the license in the case of any default of payment of license fee within the prescribed stipulated time. Second is waiver or reduction in the license fee. This decision was taken without the approval. Opening of liquor vends in conforming area in lieu of mandatory liquor vends to be opened in the non-conforming wards. And in fact, we also saw that the kind of liquor shops that were opened at such places where there were protests also, particularly women were protesting so as to why these liquor shops are opened at these particular places. Then it is about refund of earnest money deposit in the case of airport zone, correction in formula of calculating MRP in the case of foreign liquor. So all these were the details, in fact, that we have managed to access. And the another page of this particular report mentions about the recommendations that were given by the expert committee. Remember that the expert committee was formed to, in fact, formulate this entire liquor policy that turned into an alleged liquor scam. But then there was also the, in fact, what government had did. That is the government's report and what the expert committee had recommended. We'll read one by one. Number one, fully government-owned state beverage corporation for liquor wholesale operation is what the expert committee recommends. But then what was done? Wholesale operations to be handled by private entities with prior distribution experience in the liquor trade and minimum turnover of 250 crores. That means here the expert committee says that the government shops, that the liquor shops should be fully government owned, whereas the government, what did they do? They opened the shops that were handled by the private entities. Why the private entities? Because private entities will certainly benefit the individuals who were involved in making the liquor policy. Next, excise duty on liquor was to be charged on per bottle basis with significant changes in liquor pricing mechanism. Then what did they do? MRP of liquor was to be fixed by excise department on the basis of minimum EBDP. But excise duty and VAT was primarily to be charged in advance in form of license fee discovered after bidding for retail zones. Government presence in the retail sector could be minimized. All retail events should be allowed to private players only. So again, you see the involvement of private players in this entire policy, what led to this entire alleged scam, and that's what in fact we are showcasing here. And in fact, another highlighted point is an individual may be allotted a maximum of 2 vends. But this is the expert committee. But what the GM report says, one applicant could get.
Let's also take our viewers through the numbers that have been mentioned, because if you remember, during the course of the controversy that broke out between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP over allegations of a scam in the liquor policy, the Aam Aadmi Party always went ahead and asked, what is the actual numbers? BJP leaders are in fact giving out different numbers when it comes to the total of the scam amount. But now this is the CAG report which goes ahead and talks about the kind of losses incurred by the Exchequer. If we just go by the pointer that you've accessed in the CAG report on the issues in the implementation of the excise policy, and I'm just going to read out the report that you have accessed, a point of it from my phone, which it goes on to say that there was a revenue loss of approximately 890 crore rupees to the government as it did not retender all the surrendered retail licenses. Only when it comes to the retail licenses, the revenue losses incurred was about 890 crores. Then in the same point, the CAG report also goes on to mention that it also resulted in a revenue loss of approximately 941 crores due to the exemptions which had been given in the zonal licenses. Then there is another point that has been mentioned here, which goes on to say that a waiver of license fee of 144 crores was in fact granted to zonal licenses. Techri, and the mention of all this happening during COVID. Take us through more details.
Well, yes. Absolutely. In fact, you have rightly mentioned these are the losses of revenue, and in fact we have the details so as to what was the amount, the losses amounting to approximately 2,002.68 crores. This is the amount in which in fact the losses incurred. And in fact, prior to it, I would also like to read out that what was the mandate and in fact what was done. So it was mandatory in the excise policy to open at least 2 retail vends in each ward to ensure equitable coverage so that there was no instance of unserved and undeserved unobserved areas in Delhi. However, as per tender document, vents were not to be located in a non-conforming area, and in case the proposed vents was in a non-conforming area. This is what we read over here in this particular point. The proposed thing and what was done, and in fact, I was reading this particular point that an individual may be allowed a maximum of 2 vents, whereas one applicant could get a maximum of 2 zones, which could contain 54 retail vents. So you can observe the difference over here. What the recommendation was just for one individual for 2 vents, but then what was mentioned over here was, one applicant could get a maximum number of 2 zones, which could contain 54 retail vents. This was all the way in which, these all policies were, the policy was formed and then the norms were flouted. And in fact, we also have the chronology of the event, that how this entire, how the committee was formed, when the policy was formed, and when this entire matter came to light, that alleged scam has taken place in this entire matter. So let us read one by one that what was the chronology of this particular case. Number 1, let us start on 20th, that's on 4/9 the year 2020. Expert committee was constituted by the order of Government of National Capital. So that was the expert committee. Then expert committee submitted the report to the government. That was also in the year 2020. Then report placed in public domain for comments from public and stakeholders. Report and comments from public and stakeholders. Council of Ministers constituted a group of ministers for state excise reforms by cabinet decision. So that was a cabinet decision that was taken in the year 2021, that a group will be constituted. Council of Ministers accepted the report on Delhi excise reforms prepared by the government. Post that, the excise department was directed to implement the report of GOM and prepare the excise policy in the year 2021-2022. So there was a committee formed, after which this entire report was prepared. After this report was submitted and then this entire policy was prepared. Next, the GOM recommended and approved additional clarification modifications in the report, which were then approved on 15/4/2021. So that's the date when that several recommendations were made, and then the cabinet had authorized Finance Minister, Deputy Chief Minister, to make minor changes within the framework. So here comes the Deputy Chief Minister who made the minor changes. That means the former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, who also went to jail in this alleged liquor policy scam. And then last but not the least, on the advice of Lieutenant Governor, the cabinet decision had withdrawn the power given to Deputy Chief Minister and made it compulsory to take approval of Council of Ministers in any amendment is required in the approvals of accorded by the cabinet. So that's the chronology of the events that we read out, that how this policy was formed, and not just that, but how the committee was formed before the formation of the policy, how the revisions were made, how in fact,
Absolutely. So the entire chronology has been decoded and has been put in black and white in that CAG report, which has been accessed exclusively by my colleague Tejshri Purandare. This is the CAG report which goes on to put the amount also in black and white. They've come up to the number of 2,002 crore rupees of revenue loss, and there is a breakdown as well. We're going to keep our focus on that big story, but we're taking a short break. We'll be coming back and we'll show you that exact breakdown. Stay with Times Now.